What is happening, y'all? How's everyone doing today? We are jumping back into the demo. No gym today, so we got the early stream, which is great because it means I can actually wrap up and go spend time with the kids at the pool. Right now, they're all getting lunch. All right, we're gonna focus a lot on parries today. I want to see the effectiveness of those compared to the dodge, because the dodge seems really good and on the easier side to actually pull off. But I like that I could get additional stats out of the parry, so we'll see.
すみません。アルゴさんっている？おいらがアルゴだけど、攻略メンバーまだ募集してるかな？喜んでもらえたみたいだ。I
started with Sword and Shield, and then I've been swapping around. Like, I like the idea of, well, so let me rewind. I don't like two-handed sword. This is probably one of the only games I don't like greatsword. Greatsword just feels very slow, clunky. Not enjoying greatsword at all. And then dagger feels okay. But honestly, on the weaker side, then I think dual daggers would have flown better and done more respectable damage. Rapier feels decent. It's very fast, but I tend to like having a little bit more AoE in the rapier. At least from the early skills, the rapier feels very single target focused. Like, it's gonna be great DPS for like taking a dude down, but if you're fighting multiples, I think it's gonna fall apart a little bit. So then that leaves us with sword and shield, hammer. Well, actually it's just sword, hammer, and the two-handed mace or axe. And two-handed mace and axe I like, but the thing is, when you're using a one-hander, you get the shield, so you can get parries off. And then on top of that, if you want to just drop the shield, you get a perfect dodge instead, which can be pretty nice. Like right now we have more of like a mid-roll. The perfect dodge is, I would even put it beyond like a fast roll, because it's like a dash. And with the two-handers, you obviously don't have a shield, and you also don't have that fast dodge. So I like the two-handed hammer, but I'm moving away from it just because it didn't feel as good as the one-handers. And so it's really coming down to mace or shield. And in that regard, I think the heaviness of the attacks on the shield is better. Or not on the shield, on the mace slash axe. So this next mission is really going to be kind of the test run for the mace, if I want to main that. Because whatever you play with, as you continue to play with weapons, you're gonna unlock all the weapon skills. So like, you really wanna, you know, you wanna pick one weapon and kind of lock in and make that your play style. So all I was supposed to do is clear a map, fight the same monsters. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go do a dungeon, but monster variety is definitely on the underwhelming side at the moment. I'm hoping it opens up and there's more stuff in the dungeon. Right now, I'm kind of focused on just going around and clearing all these chests because a couple of them have recipes and shit. But I mean, it's, I don't know. I said it on yesterday's stream. It's not bad, but it's not great either. I think based on my demo experience, I think this is probably gonna fall into like the 7 out of 10 range. And maybe it opens up a lot as we progress, but the early offerings at least are definitely on the weaker side. Nah, no magic, no range damage really outside of like, there's a couple of sword skills that'll do like a blade beam, but that's the closest thing to like a ranged attack we have. I guess the charge attack for the two-handed mace counts as a ranged attack, but that was on the disappointing side because it's not a multi-hit, even though the animation is a multi-hit. So that was another turn-off for the two-handed mace for me. The two-handed mace has a charge attack where you charge it, the handle extends out like it's a chain, and it cuts into enemies. Like, it almost reminds... It's like a Savage Axe charge blade connected to a chain. So you're launching this thing out, and you can see it sawing through enemies, but it's only a single hit. Oh, it's just that disconnect between the animation and what actually is happening. Kind of killed it for me a little. You gonna attack? Okay. How did that whiff, bro? Yeah, as you can see, enemy AI gets a little dumb at times. Well, it's not getting a lot more work, I can tell you that much. What you're seeing here is pretty close to what the launch product is going to be. Safety area. I did not like Gothic at all. I played Gothic for about an hour and a half and thought it was one of the jankiest, most boring RPGs I've ever played. I bounced off that shit so fast, dude. I think the game will have some mechanics or features that aren't in the demo. I don't know. That's like the one thing that really has me holding hope is that there's like hidden skills we can find as the player. If there's hidden skills, I think that would be like a major redeeming factor for this game. If there is not hidden skills, then yeah.
終わったな。
あった、セーフティーエリアだ。
I would say hidden skills, for me, hidden skills are going to be the difference between this being like an upper 7 and in the 6s. Because if the whole game is just going to be running around killing wolves, boars, bees, I mean, obviously I know there's different enemies in Act 2, but like right now, the biggest weaknesses of this game, enemy variety is really bad. The core gameplay loop is decent enough, but enemy AI is definitely on the rough side. I haven't played the new Blasphemous DLC, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to it. There's so much stuff dropping already. It's hard to really find time to visit a DLC right now. That was like a, I guess you could describe it as a mini boss. So there's these arcs, and when you do an arc, it will unlock a path that will end up serving as like a shortcut. So by killing that guy, we can now go over here, and there's a thing we'll be able to open up. I mean, my current plan for this was gonna be to stream it at launch. I don't know if I'm gonna stream the entire thing. Might not.
いいね。見て、宝箱だ。
Like, for now at least, I'm enjoying myself enough, but it could be better. I'm most excited for Dragon's Dogma DLC, Phantom Blade 0, and Mortal Shell 2 at the moment. I have to go back through the cave. Let's hope the thingy... Oh yeah, I got like another minute on it. Yeah, Onimusha is up there, but... I mean, I'm excited for Onimusha, but I'm not as excited as I am about Dogma DLC. And Phantom Blade 0 looks like it's going to be fucking insane. And then, Mortal Shell 2, initially I was like, yeah, it'll be good. But after playing the demo, I'm like, I need this shit now. But this'll, I mean, give me something to do until some better stuff comes along. I'm skipping on Star Fox. I ain't got no interest in Star Fox. The impact of weapons could be a bit better too. Oh god, no. God damn it. Dashed right off. Lords of the Fallen, I want a demo first, man. If anything, I would say I'm actually concerned about Lords at the moment. Like the fact that it's supposed to be a fall release, but we don't have a demo yet. Or even a release date for that matter. Those are concerning. You know, everything that's coming out, like literally everything, well, pretty much everything that's coming out, with the exception of GTA, has had either a demo or a preview event. You know, like just looking at like let me find my here's let me take a second to like better explain my concerns here. So, like taking a look at the content I have coming up. Dustbloods is getting a network test. Doom DLC is dropping. I mean, it's a DLC. That's going to be fine. Black Flag Resynced had a bunch of people that got to go hands-on with it. Halo Campaign. I don't know if that one had hands-on, but it's a remake. So, you know, I'm not as concerned about. Remakes, I'm less concerned about. Echoes of Aincrad, we obviously have a demo. Beast of Reincarnation, they had people going hands-on with it at Summer Game Fest. Marvel Token, people were going hands-on with it. The new Plague Tale, I haven't heard anything about hands-on yet, but it's probably coming. Blood of the Dawnwalker, I know people that were going hands-on with it. Wolverine, I haven't, but I mean, it's PlayStation in-house. Like, they won't fuck it up. Onimusha has a public demo. Control Resonant had people going hands-on with it. Silent Hill, you were able to play at Games Fest. E-Day is going to have a open network test. No Rest for the Wicked has been in early access. Dragon's Dogma is obviously a DLC. Phantom Blade Zero has had multiple hands-on events. Mortal Shell obviously got the demo. And then we have Lords of the Fallen. And so, you know, my concern is we have all these games. Like, it's going to be one of the busiest falls ever, I think, for gaming. All these games that are dropping out have either had preview events, whether they're private or public events where you could try the game and try it out at Summer Game Fest, at, you know, Gamescom, similar events like that. And then we have Lords of the Fallen 2. And I don't know anybody that had, like, has anybody uploaded, like, straight up, I played Lords of the Fallen 2, here is my footage? Because I have not seen that yet. And that's my concern, is I haven't seen any raw, hands-on gameplay. I've only seen, like, snippets of it. And then add in the fact that we don't have an announce date for it yet, and there's no demo for it. And therein lies my concern, because I would go as far as to say that I was probably one of the most staunch defenders of the first Lords of the Fallen. Through all the problems it had and everything else, I still enjoyed my time with it. And yes, they took their time and they cleaned that up and they turned it into a solid game to where most people, I think the general sentiment turned around to positive. But the second, I need to see more, man. Devs have a podcast and there's multiple 20 wins videos. Yeah, but it's Tom, it's all curated is my point. Like, here's my thing. I don't put any faith in curated gameplay. Zero faith. If all I'm seeing of a game is like the devs giving me a gameplay showcase, I don't trust it. Just because that's edited gameplay that's coming from the dev team. It's most of the time it's a little bit slower. You know, I want to see gameplay from actual players. I want to see somebody I know of playing the game, whether that's I'm going hands-on or I'm watching, you know, Oro play with it, or somebody else that's a Souls player that's going hands-on with the game. And, you know, until I get that, I'm not all in on a game. And I have not seen that from Lord yet. The gameplay stuff I've seen from them is like dev showcases, or here's a gameplay reel. Like, I don't want gameplay reels. I want a demo. Email the devs for the demo. Bro, if they had a demo available, it would be available. I'm not gonna reach out and be like, hey, I'm gonna need you to give. Actually, I don't even think you can do that. I don't know if that's allowed. I can't reach out and be like, hey, give me hands-on so I can make sure this isn't bad. It don't work like that. I know I'm a bigger YouTuber, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't matter how many subs I got. It don't work that way. Like, they reached out about doing a sponsored ad read for Game Awards. Like, when the Game Awards were happening, there were a bunch of people that were sending out some tweets like, Lords of the Fallen has blah 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 new combat. They reached out to me for the same thing, and I was like, listen, until I've played the game, I'm not doing a sponsored read on this, man. When I go hands-on, when I have the game in my hands and I can feel that it is good, yeah, I'll do a sponsored video. But before that, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Would I not be able to do that? Because you don't. It's like it's like a faux pas.
スイッチで行こ
了解だ。公園に着く。
You don't reach out to a dev and be like, I have concerns your game is shit. I need you to give it to me to prove it's not shit. Like, you can't do that, bro. That is no. Fuck no. Yeah, it's just, that's like basic etiquette. No, you cannot do that. Bro, you kidding me? No. No, you can't do that. If they reach out with a demo, then yeah, I'll gladly play it. You cannot, bro, that's like, that's the equivalent of like showing your entire ass as a YouTuber. There's no fucking chance. Tom, no. I'm telling you, you cannot do that. You can't reach out. If there is an event, what I could do is reach out and be like, hey, I'm interested in this. If there's hands-on events coming up, I would like to go hands-on and test it myself. You don't reach out to a dev team and be like, hey, give me demo access. Like, if there was a demo, it would have shown up in the inbox. It would have been announced. Yeah, no, I'm saying you can't, like, yeah, I'm being a little hyperbolic here, but my point is you still can't, you can't just reach out. You cannot just reach out to a dev and say, hi there, I need you to give me a demo of your game. You can't do that. No, you don't do that. It's unprofessional. You do not do that. If they announce a demo, you could reach out for early access. If they announce early opportunities, you could reach out and indicate that you're looking forward to it and you'd like to review. You do not just blind reach out and say, like, that's the content creator equivalent of like an influencer calling a hotel and being like, hi, yes, I'm coming on vacation and I'm going to be staying at your hotel. I'm actually huge on Instagram, so you should upgrade me to a large room and, you know, perhaps I'll cover the hotel on my Instagram. Like, you don't fucking do that. That is like, that, you know, you'd be showing your whole ass. That's fucking crazy. You don't do that shit. It is absolutely entitlement. That's why you don't do it. That is 100% entitlement, bro. I'm not worried, Tom. I'm telling Tom, bro, Tom, we're not having this argument. I'm telling you from the perspective of someone that's been in this space professionally for nearly 15 years. If there is no demo announced, you don't just reach out and tell the devs you need access to a demo. Asking is simple. No, asking is fucking rude. It's rude. It's rude and it's entitled, bro. You don't do that. You don't do that. I think his reading. No, bro, my reading comprehension is fine. Listen, even a professional email. All right, here. I'm gonna just to play devil's advocate here. Even if I had a professional laid out email and I were to reach out and I were to say, hey, I'm interested in seeing what the progress of Lords of the Fallen 2 has been. I would like you to provide me access to a demo so that I could try it out myself if there's one available. That's polite. That's straightforward. You still don't do that. That's still entitled. You're upset to ask? No, I'm telling you, you don't do that because it's fucking rude. You're asking me to show my asshole to the Lords of the Fallen dev team. You don't do that. It's the equivalent of any other influence. Like, you don't go to the restaurant and ask for free food. You don't go to the hotel and ask to have your fucking your room comped. That's not how it works. Doing shit like that, no. You would become the fucking, like, no, you don't. You don't do that. I'm telling you, as a professional, you don't do that. It's unprofessional. It would be damaging of your brand. It would reflect poorly on you. There's a difference between reaching out and expressing interest and reaching out to devs and being like, hey, I really need access to a demo. You don't do that. When a demo is ready, if it's ready, it gets announced. Devs will reach out. You can reach out and express interest. I've talked to the Lords of the Fallen team before. They obviously know who I am. But you don't just reach out and be like, hey, I really want to go hands-on with this to form a better opinion. Can you provide me with a demo? You don't fucking do that. Like, that is such an insane level of entitlement, bro. Azri, welcome to the Booty Warriors. Yeah, exactly. It's not a good image at all. No, you don't do that shit. You don't even ask if there's going to be a demo out before the game's out, because if there is, that would be information that is embargoed information. You don't just reach out to the devs and be like, hey, I need a demo. I mean, if I was on, there's the other thing too is I don't know the devs like that. Like, there's a big difference when you're like on a first name basis. Like, I've worked with Capcom for so long that I can reach out to their PR guy and jokingly be like, hey man, where's that Onimusha demo at? I know you're cooking one up. I need that Onimusha demo. And it's like a friendly banter that's professional. But reaching out to a studio you're not on like a first name basis with and asking for something that's insane entitlement. That's the difference. What you're suggesting would only be appropriate if I was like on a first name basis with their community manager. We'd known each other for years. Like, doing a blind reach out like that is crazy work. No, just the chicken and stuff.
Oi, シュルーマンだ。変わった動きをしてくるぞ。
さあ、シュルーマンだ。やろう。
Shit. This game doesn't pause. They never make the offer, you only accept it. Exactly. Exactly. You can reach out and express interest in like a review. Like, I've reached out to devs before and been like, you know, my name's Cowboy, I cover these types of games. Really looking forward to the upcoming launch of XYZ. Here's some more information on my channel. If there's any chance of review opportunities as we approach launch, I'd love to be included for consideration. That's okay. You can do that. Bro, this blind mechanic is obnoxious. But you can't just... Yeah, no. You're just reaching out.
よし、ここから立て直す。
Is this game good so far? It's like It's like a 7 out of 10.
勝った。
It's not Souls-like at all. And in terms of role-playing elements, it's actually kind of on the weaker side. But there's interesting item optimization. Like you can take weapons and sacrifice them into other weapons. And like let me show you. So like how this weapon has extra attack and combo increase, but this one has extra attack 15. I could sacrifice this and fuse it into this to get one weapon that has extra attack 15 and combo SP increase 20. So that's really good. That's honestly, I think, like one of the best parts about this game is it really lets you like min-max your weapons to create a weapon that you're really happy with. But the core gameplay loop is a bit weak and the enemy variety is pretty bad. So honestly, I think this is like, if I was to use the ACG rating scale, this would firmly fall into the wait for a sale category. Because like it's fun enough, but this is not a $70 game. Yeah, I mean the anime graphics, I think it's stylized fine. I just think the core gameplay loop is, I mean, we just fought like 4 guys and all I did was just heavy attacks and they died. So I'm saying, like, it's not, you know, you're not really like locking in the same way you do on most games. And then for bosses, you know, like I'm gonna use my combo skill, and then use that, and then use that, and then use that. I also don't really like light attacks. Verdicts wait for sale. Honestly, if this was launching at like a 40, 50, I think like 40 for the game and 50 for the deluxe would have been fair. Oh, the new Baki, did it start already, Blueberry? Add that on my list for a minute. That's today? Yeah, it's the 16th. I think that's today, right? '18th. Damn. Soon though. But yeah, Musashi arc's been pretty good. Except for that dickhead that ruined the fight between Musashi and Yujiro. I wanted to see that in all of its glory. Bro had to step in. I'm saving you. Like, we were so close to witnessing peak.
終わったな。
No, Musashi was fighting. So if you haven't seen it, the basic idea is Musashi gets brought back to life Jurassic Park style, and all the fighters in Baki are of course like want to fight him, but there is this one dude in particular that's actually like pretty mid as a fighter, but he's mid as a fighter because he mainly is known for weapons. And he's like, oh, none of you know what you're up against. This isn't a martial artist to use his weapons. And he keeps fucking like getting in the way of people who want to fight Musashi, because he's like, if I don't stop them, they will die. So I need to protect them. Like, he's like super white knight basically. And there's like a fight. Musashi and Yujiro are fighting, and right when Musashi is about to do his like big dick slash, this fucking dickhead gets in the way of it and interrupts the fight, which subsequently pisses off Musashi and, you know, ruins the fight. But... I love Baki though. Baki my jam. I just realized the damage numbers in this game don't make any sense. Like, watch this. That jumping attack is hitting for 200-ish, right? But when I do two single attacks for like 120 each, it's not strong enough to kill something. How does that make sense? Like, oh, this is a bigger one. That was... Well, it's adding criticals. Are the criticals not showing up on the tooltip numbers? He fell. I'm pretty sure criticals are a thing. Yeah, there's got to be something going on, because the math ain't mathing otherwise. Oh shit, do I gotta go? I gotta fucking go across the bridge, son of a bitch. Something of the damage. Sword light attack doing 149, jump slash 149, jump heavy 218. Yeah, both. Yeah, I don't get it. Like the jump attacks. Maybe there's like some hidden multiplier in jump attacks. Because that did 222. This would actually connect. Bro! Also, I don't know how I feel that we need somebody else to do a to do our follow-up. Like when we get a perfect dodge or a parry, bro has to come in and do the follow-up hit. Does that feel like a really odd decision to anyone else? Like I parried, why can't I do the riposte? Kill steal. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like weird kind of choices like that. Like honestly, there's so many like little things that they could change that would actually make this like a really solid game. Like more weapon variety for one. Having only 6 weapons in a RPG of this size is very limiting, to be honest. Like in Monster Hunter, we got 14. Dragon's Dogma, we got... What's our total? What's our vocation breakdown in Dragon's Dogma? What is it? Is 11 different vocations? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 vocations. Technically 9 since Warfare just uses everything. But like a shit ton of gameplay variety across those. You know, like, I mean, Tainted Grail, I'm playing that right now, you know? Dual wield, sword and shield, two-handed, bow, magic, summoning. Like, it's just, it's very odd that we're creating a huge open world MMO style RPG, but we only have 6 weapons to choose from. You know, even if we put aside the fact, like the Kirito dual wield not being in the game, even if we excuse that, yeah, like see that hit 192, but like a regular 2-tap would not kill that boss. Yeah, even, I mean, shit, even Code Vein 2. How many weapon types were in Code Vein 2? Let me see. I know that was on the limited end, too. Let's see. Weapons in Code Vein 2. Bayonets, halberds, hammers, one-handed swords, rune blades, twin blades, two-handed swords. So it's only at 7. Honestly, maybe, like, now that you mention it, maybe that's the problem. Maybe there's just not... There just ain't enough variety. Ain't enough weapon variety. Meanwhile, Elden Ring, you got more fucking weapons than you can count. Yeah, but I mean that's honestly the biggest weakness of this game, I think, is there's just like there's so many things going on that if they were just expanded could be a lot better. I don't think hammers deal I don't think they deal blunt damage. It's just I think slash is just like the I think everything is considered slash. Like if we go to craft, you know, there's nothing here that says blunt versus slash. Iron hatchet, that's what I already have. Dazes attacks when damaging enemies. I'm not sure, like, why would I want, or that's such a difference, 30 compared to 55? Is it just because you get the int scaling on it? Like, that's so much weaker. None of these. I guess I do extra attack, status, crystal, support, maybe status infliction. I don't know. That maybe. I'm not getting really good ones. I'll upgrade it as much as I can, though. Alright, that is as strong as I can make it for now. It's kind of cool for a rapier. Better perfect dodges, and dodging causes attacks to deal bonus damage. Bonus on attack to the final hit of normal attack combos, reduce stamina consumption, increase the speed of normal attacks, what makes it impossible to guard. I still don't understand this. Increased temporarily after a successful parry. Reduce the cooldown time of applicable sword skills. See, I thought we had to... Hang on. Let me see if somebody was able to get... and two... Yeah, I don't get this. In Echoes of Aincrad, you cannot parry with two-handed weapons. Parrying and standard blocking mechanics are tied directly to using a shield in your offhand. If you choose the two-handed, you have to rely strictly on dodging. So... like, that doesn't make sense to me. Because this greatsword literally says increased damage after a parry. But the info I'm finding online says you cannot parry. You know what? We're gonna just test this. We are going to test this. I think Greatsword will get a skill. But if it's a skill that gives us parrying, why have a parry Greatsword this early, you know? It's a questionable decision. I'm just gonna try and perfect block and see what happens. No, because you can't move skills out of their categories. You can sacrifice stuff to upgrade, but like if I have 20% attack on a greatsword, I can't move that over to a hammer. Yeah, those... If I could parry... If we were able to parry, that would have parried. Full let's play? Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way to the end, but I'll at least play it. I'll play it at launch some more. Or a game that requires going to the bedroom to equip gear so many menus. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of little things that that are just holding this back needlessly from being a better game. Like having to go back to the hub to change, like even if we weren't given the ability to change gear in the open field, I feel like we're right here. By the fact that this little orb allows me to teleport back to the base, by the same logic, I feel like if I'm at one of these little orbies, I should be able to change my gear out. That just makes sense. That's a better player experience. I don't need to fucking go back to town just if I'm trying to test different weapons out. I think there should be more weapon and enemy variety. I think the combat could use a bit more weight to it. Picking up PS5 controller again, needs single story player game. Just finished Ragnarok. I liked all the Horizon games. Horizon's good. God of War's good. Ghost is pretty good. Obviously the Spider-Man games. I went to the wrong place. I'm not running this whole thing. Yeah, I kind of agree, Shy. Dude, the crazier thing to me though, like, I mean, it's obvious the game is underwhelming in a number of areas, and like, I'm still having fun with it. But like, I'm gonna be honest about the parts that are, you know, clearly not as good as they could be. Bro, even on the last stream, the amount of people in the comments that were like, you're just nitpicking it. Don't be mean. Like, dude, anime games get some like real dick ride fans. Which is so weird to me, because I feel like if you're a fan of the medium, whether it's, you know, you like the anime or you like the game, like, you should want it to be as good as it possibly can. You should want more weapon variety and enemy variety and being able to change your weapons at a rest spot. Like, I don't get why people just accept when there's aspects of a game that are mediocre and just go, oh well, it is what it is, it's good enough. Like, no, that's the wrong fucking mentality, dude. Like, at 2026, we're going into one of the busiest times ever in terms of game releases. I don't think asking for, you know, basic features is being whiny. It's being critical of decisions that are frankly odd. Yep, exactly. Accepting that stuff just encourages slop. Do 100% Peck. I've had people straight arguing the bad points of this game. And it's always, if it's bad, it's okay because it's canon. Which is the weirdest fucking argument to me. It's canon to the imaginary protagonist, so I'm fine paying money for a less than ideal medium. Because I need to preserve the integrity of the imaginary character in this universe. Like, that's fucking weird, man. I'm dead. Bro got me paralyzed. Bro, see, this is why there's no chance. There's no chance I would play this shit on permadeath. Bro jumped on me. Am I just gonna die again, paralyzed? I might. Jesus Christ.
分かった。からでも。スイッチ頼む。
任せてくれ。フリーで戦おう。
分かった。こっちは任せてくれ。攻撃だ。はっ。はい。はっ。そりゃ。
Alright, so we can't block that stuff at all. Boss was bugged, just drop a healing circle and sit it out. It was a little weird that I couldn't block any of the shit it was doing. Honestly, I mean, I like the idea of getting parries with the shield, but I might go back to dodging just because it feels so much more consistent. Like, enemies don't have good attack reads for parries. Like, that wolf just, like, stood there and then it fucking dashed. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting blasted. Just tuning in, how is it? Mixed is accurate. It dances between, like, a 6 and a 7.
Karuの言った通りだな。探索の勘どころもいいし、ソロでやれてるわけだ。
I'm getting so fucking frustrated here. I need a spoon for this burrito bowl. Everything's falling off the goddamn fork.
で、どうする？このまま攻略しちゃうか？
この先はきっと厳しくなるし、一旦ホームに戻らない？体勢を整えた方がいい。勘だけどね。
了解。あんたがそう言うなら、それでいいよな。
Bro, you want to talk crash outs? I was about to crash the fuck out if one more piece of chicken had fallen off that goddamn fork. So I got this, like, it's like a nice sized burrito bowl. You know, it's got chicken, pico, corn, rice, beans, some salad. I don't care about the tortilla strips. I think those are pointless. Man, I'm trying to eat this, like, in between cutscenes. fucking chicken kept falling off the fork. I was like, I swear to God, I get one more bite that doesn't have fucking chicken on it. That's a local place that does it.
カル、ありがとう。力を貸してくれて助かった。
こちらこそ。まだ少ししか一緒に戦ってないけど、楽しかったよ。君も楽しめた？それは良かった。しばらく準備するでしょ？
ああ、いろいろとな。
僕はちょっとだけ落ちるから、終わったらメッセージ投げといて。すぐ入り直すよ。
それじゃあ先に洞窟の入り口で待ってる。また後でな。
うん、また。
じゃ俺も準備してくるな。
お、地上の人かい。今日はどうする？
You know, I don't know if it was ever addressed in SAO, but when everyone got stuck in the VR, like how fast before people were discovered and like hooked up to like hospital beds or something? Because I feel like if you were in the game for more than 24 hours, like at some point, Kirito probably shit his pants while he was laying in bed playing. I'm just saying, I don't know many other protagonists that shit their pants as a canon part of the series. I know my boy Guts would never shit his pants. A real black swordsman.
Are? 早いな。さっきメッセージ出したんだが。
うん。早く用事が済んじゃって。さあ、行こう。
He probably did as a baby left under the moonlight? Nah. Through the sheer power of anger, Guts would have just shit out a no wiper.
ここって高難易度なんだろ？もうちょっと慎重に。
そう？これくらいなら平気だよ。
平気って。
あ、でもそうだよね。うん。やっぱり先行は君たちに任せようかな。僕はできるだけ後ろからサポートする。
お、わかった。行こうぜ。
All right, here we go. Random dungeons. If the game is gonna open up, if it's gonna dress to impress, now's the time.
うん、格下だね。
Trails beyond horizon? I don't think so.
問題ない相手だ。確実に。
狙うよ。
You know, I like the axe enough, but I will say, sword feels so much more fluid. Like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, hit lag on the mace. Nope, no tool swords. No dual wield. I don't know, man. I hope there's unique skills. Like I said, I think if there are not any unique skills, I would be rather disappointed. Are things like best and goated immediately turned off? Everyone says those things. They like is the best or goated. Why is those things? I mean, there are things that are goated. There's very few. What the fuck is? There are very few things in this world actually goated, but they exist. Like goth Latinas, pretty goated. Duel is the most popular part of SAO. I know, man. I said the same thing. I said the same thing, but was told that no, we can't disrespect the lore. I've made my argument. Dagger. So the opening weapon art for the dagger I'm not a fan of. It's like a hit and a backflip, which I don't really like the whole like disengagement aspect of it. Personally, I think the damage feels too low. I think, like, honestly, I think the weapons need to be looked at, like, because the greatsword at the moment, greatsword is just too fucking slow. The charge attacks on whatnot, it locks you in place a ton while you're using it. And it's too slow to, like, as slow as it is, it should be like 1 or 2 shotting almost everything. But every weapon 1 or 2 shots basic enemies. So it's kind of fucking weird. Brambles are coated in oil. But so yeah, the greatsword feels just odd in that regard. And then we have the dagger. I don't want to say it feels bad, but like, you know, it's faster, but the damage just feels really paltry. Honestly, sword with like sword and shield feels the best, I'd say. Right now I'm playing with mace. Mace is decent. I like the hits. The hits on mace are kind of heavier, which is nice. Rapier is... I don't like how we don't have any AoE, Sarth. Like, for single target, it felt pretty good. But, like, with fights like these, I felt like I was having to individually poke through each enemy. I don't know. I like AoE more. But Rapier, I would say Rapier at least feels more balanced than some of the other weapons. I'm debating on dropping the shield though. I feel like the parry windows are just less than ideal compared to the dodge windows. Did you finish the demo already?
What the na?
100% agree, Dallas. I think it's a odd choice as well. Just booting it up. Yeah, I mean, the demo is pretty beefy. I'm enjoying it enough, but there's a couple things that I think definitely need to get improved. How are those not parries? Just, yeah, I want. There's a lot I want here, to be honest. I think as long as there's like actually hidden skills and cool shit we can start unlocking as the game begins progressing, I think that'll give me a lot of goodwill towards it. But if like 15 hours in, I'm still just running up and heavy attacking enemies. Just looped around, but I can go here. Oh no, that's an exit. So if that's an exit, and that's also an exit, that doesn't make sense. Maybe that top one is meant to be like an exit to the next floor? To me that the series uses 3 sword motions of horizontal, vertical, and stabbing, yet we get vertical, another vertical, and horizontal. Yeah. I mean, the thing, if not for nothing, the fan base is obviously excited for the game. The hope is that it comes out, the devs see the feedback, and decide that they're gonna update a bunch of shit to turn it into like the definitive SOA experience. And honestly, after like Crimson Desert and the update spree they went on, as just an industry thing, I really hope more studios look at that and they go, you know what? This game turned into a fucking banger and sold a shit ton because they were listening to player feedback. Let's do that. Let's fucking lean hard. Like, I would love to see more of that, dude. More of the Crimson Desert approach of like, I mean, the way that they were just fucking pumping out content compared to like your typical like, here's our, you know, 3-month-long update to add transmog. Like, now that Crimson Desert has shown, like, it can be fucking done. That's what I want to see more games do. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love to see that become a more, you know, I would love to see that become more indicative throughout the industry. I'm gonna focus on boss parries, because I know I can perfect dodge bosses, but I don't know how easy boss parrying is, and I think that'll be a deciding factor.
奥にいるのボスか。
落ち着いて。焦りは禁物。
こいつ森にいた。カルやばいぞ。こいつは一体でも強い。
知ってる。倒したことあるから怖かったら下がってて。
まさか。ないことはない。先ほど倒しがいがあるってもんだ。
That's a grab.
いいよその感じ。思った通りだ。君もやるよね。今だよ。
You can parry bosses.
やったぞ。
Also, burning should go out. I'm rolling my ass off. This burning needs to fall off. It's a lot of stop, drop, and rolling. The fuck is that, dude? Well, permadeath is, you get that after you beat the game for free. If you want it early, you have to buy deluxe. But you don't want permadeath anyway. You think you want permadeath until you die. And then you don't want permadeath anymore.
Safety area だ。助かったな。
See, the thing with like permadeath and something like Path or Diablo is that the expectation is already that you're going to re-roll a new character seasonally and keep pushing through. So it's kind of like, it just works into the general gameplay loop. Meanwhile, this is meant to be a multi-hour long RPG. Like that wolf boss earlier, dude, that thing jumped on me stunned me through my guard and then killed me. I literally, like, there was nothing I could do. It jumped, I was stunned, paralyzed, and it like bit me and I died. No buttons I could have pressed. I was just like, oops. I was like, I guess I'm dead. Like, I can't imagine losing a character like that. I'd be so fucking mad. I would like rage uninstall the game. So can I leave these? I do think I want to go back to sword.
でも初心者をちゃんと教えられるか自信がなくてさ。
初心者ってその兄貴が？
うん。ゲームは全然やらないんだ。
Only head back to town. So I can head back to town and then come back in.
だから序盤から初心者でも楽しめるようにしたいなって。
そういうことか。っておい！俺らが初心者っぽかったからってことになるじゃねえか。
まあそれについては否定しない。あ、でもそれだけじゃないよ。
No, this has been pretty dead on to what I played before.
まあいいや。ともかく全部兄貴にかめつくわけだ。でもさ。兄貴に好きになってほしいなら、あんたも目いっぱい楽しめてくれるぜ。ああ、遠慮せずに楽しむのが一番だよ。勝った。
I don't know how the hell to get to you. Do I have to circle around to reach that? I didn't see a path.
気をつけて。スパイダーが来るよ。
任せてね。ここでやらなきゃな。攻めるぞ。テイク。
レアだよ。
お、これで片付いたな。
So it's low, or I guess let's just keep going.
スイッチで行こ
う。了解だ。公園に着く。
I don't know. Maybe I do the two-hander again. Like, I don't like that I can't perfect dodge or parry, but maybe the attack damage makes up for it. No, hang on. This is gone. Unless this circles around and down. It doesn't look like it. How do I get to this damn chest? Demo of Silver Pines? No idea what that is. Looks like there's a path over here. So far, is it really going to be the SUA game we're waiting for? I would suggest you just try out the demo. Personally, I'm having fun, but it's a bit underwhelming.
宝箱だぞ。
あ、宝箱どうする？開けとく？とと
Picking up fucking everything, dude. Yeah, next teleport, we're gonna run back to base. I've picked up a couple things that sounded like they had unique names. I'll pull out a different thing. Not completely, so I'm having such like weapon indecision here. Brother, stop. The more I play with the shield, the more I am becoming convinced that perfect dodge is actually the way forward. Because we run into a couple attacks that are unblockable. The parry timings feel a little odd because of enemy windups being unnormalized. But a dodge, I can dodge anything. Big boy. You're not dead. Flame stone or flame mine? Pouch. Mine. Do I not have any flame stone or flame mine? Fuck. Come on, man. Can I craft shit out in the field? Is that a thing? I don't think I can. Fuck. That sucks. Let's leave, and then we'll come back. I think that's our best bet.
Oh, spider.
Hang on, I think I can just go this way and do this. No, I don't. Dodge doesn't work with two-handers because you have a fat roll. Well, you can dodge, but I mean the perfect dodge mechanic won't function with two-handers. That's a one-hander without shield only. The two-hand, like I really want to like the two-handers, but they're honestly problematic here. Like there's not enough going on to justify using a two-hander over a one-hander, because you can't parry with the two-handers, you can't perfect dodge with the two-handers. You also don't have hyper armor outside of like a couple of abilities. So it's like you're just, you know, you're taking more damage You're not as evasive. You're not as survivable. Like, it's weird. Doesn't only one two-hander? Nah, they both two-handers have fat roll by default. Bronze sword, Grimfoil, sleek knife. Order. Sort by secondary class. Statistics 1 puts damage at the forefront. Punish you for playing the weapon? Yeah, that's basically it. I kind of like the idea of this. I'll give you the bronze sword. We're gonna give the daggers another shot.
今日はどうする?
So SP30 status resist. Let's do normal attack damage. And I will give it sword skill up by 12 or more money. Oh shit. Attack 35? Fucking let's go. That's gonna crank this knife. I'm still not sold on it being just one dagger. But we're gonna give it a proper shot here. We got a solid dagger now. Increases damage temporarily after a counter or parry. That's not what I want. I'd want a wind fleuret. I'm gonna make a better rapier too and give that another shot. Attack up, normal attack up, sword skill damage up, stamina consumption down. Alright. So we now have a solid rapier. And a solid dagger. Swords I'm running out of. My sledgehammer is still cracked.
またおいで。
I gotta respec real quick. Alright, let's see. This is an agility scaling a weapon. We're gonna go back to rapier in a little bit.
よし、出発だ。
Shit, hang on. I gotta go, I gotta craft up the fire stuff. I pre-ordered deluxe. Can I play? This is a public demo. You don't gotta pre-order anything. You can play. Just hop in. You just gotta jump in. Just turn it on. Alright, let's see. So, healing potions. I want full healing potions. I want SP potions. Blink talismans. How many we got? Blink talismans are important. I need those. Bomb stones are important. I can't craft the other stuff. What the fuck? I can't do the fire? Bro, you gotta be shitting me. I came back here because I need a way to get past fire. And the game will not let me. You motherfucker. Alright, first up. Don't care about you. Bomb stones needed. Flame mine. Flame stone. Cleansing crystal. Freeze. Alright. I'm fine if they didn't let us create a character in the demo. Well, you're not up to the character creation part of the game yet.
よし、出発だ。
Character creation doesn't occur until after the beta. So it resets. I did say it's random every time you come in. No, I got footage of the second floor on the channel. It's like a large, like, mountainous, deserty biome. I already covered the new Valor Mortis content. It was up on the channel pretty close to when they released it. Combat is fun, satisfying, or mediocre. I would say somewhere between fun and mediocre. Like, a lot of the hits are lacking impact, so it doesn't have that, like, good feel when you're hitting stuff. But I like that as you play with weapons, you unlock more skills for those weapons. But it's largely going to depend on the weapon you're playing too. Because if you're playing with the greatsword, like combat with the greatsword, I thought was just straight cheeks. I don't think it felt good at all. Whereas like sword, mace felt pretty solid, and right now we're trying out. We're giving dagger a bigger shot right now. But the more I've played, the more dodge has solidified itself as the superior option. Even if I was to cut this down, what's over? I don't see anything over here. I don't want to use my last bomb stone to open this. Okay, let's just do it and see what's there. I got a fire mine I can use. Okay, so that was fucking pointless. Literally nothing there. Yeah, right, at least it's not stuttering. More than I can say. That's why I will say the performance is solid. I mean, these aren't like crazy graphics, so you would expect performance to be solid, but it is. Which I think it's, you know, it's always good to reaffirm that. Game seems alright, but nothing seems special. It seems like people would be better off playing something like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink instead, especially with its big update. Probably. I mean, right now, it does feel like this was very much just made for SAO fans. Oh, am I paralyzed? I'm dead. This is why I don't recommend permadeath. Because you get paralyzed and you're fucked. Alright, Dagger's actually got some spunk to it. Yeah, Dagger might be better than I first thought. That was a consensual poleaxe beating. We reckon game will let us go where we want? No. So far it's like it's open field as you're exploring, but it's very on the rails. Like you're not just freely going into dungeons or exploring. Like it's not like Dragon's Dogma or Skyrim where you're just doing what you want. So far it's like we're doing a quest. This quest is in Zone 1. And then you can freely explore all of Zone 1. This quest is in the cave, and you can explore and do whatever you want in the cave. Yeah, bro, stamina. I feel like my stamina is so fucking low. Dragon Wilds? Probably not. I've never really been into RuneScape. I wonder if Dagger would be interesting enough though, because it does feel like it's really just like my light attack combo, my heavy attack combo, my charge heavy. I think that needs to connect before it opens up and does more. Yep, purely solo. Purely solo. I'm definitely gonna want to have like stamina reduction. Yeah, after seeing Dagger here, I'm now convinced damage isn't It's not balanced across weapons. Because like a heavy attack from the dagger is like shredding elites.
これで片付いたな。
It does seem like it's just better, like the fastest weapon is better. That's what I'm getting here.
大したことはないよ。
I played Fatal Bullet, but it was so long ago. I don't really remember most of it, to be honest with you. I mean, just this has a public demo. Just honestly, try the demo.
あ、宝箱。どうする？開けとく？
宝箱開けるだろ。ほっ。ほっ。
Yeah, demos on everything. Well, I'm not Switch, but it's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC. I got like super focus mode. I haven't even used that yet in a fight. It takes so long to build that bar up, and then it fades away fast as hell. So that's, I haven't used that once. You might have seen it said like focus, and you press both buttons. This is funny. I don't know if it's here in the tutorial because I haven't done it. Let me see. There we go. If you manage to avoid damage in combat while attacking, you'll be able to refocus. While focus, increase damage all attacks, increase slash window, dodge window, down rate, reduce SP, reduce stamina consumption. But like, the time it takes to get that up, all the fights I'm in are ending before I can use it. And it doesn't stay because it builds up in fights, so it's like, I mean, it's like a super mode that I haven't even gotten to use. I do feel like for this being a random dungeon, that it is kind of samey. Like the layout doesn't, the layout does not feel randomized here. Like every time we go into an area, it's like chest left, chest right, probably a chest or two ahead. Let's see. Are we getting chest right, chest left again? Let's find out. Oh no, we're going straight to the boss. We got boss.
った
し
はい
あスイッチ
分かった
しあスイッチはいしあスイッチ
チャンスだ
はい
攻め続けろ
やっ
スイッチ頼む
わかった
一緒に行くぞせいここからでも分かった
しあスイッチ
分かった
今だよ
間に合わなかったおりゃいいバトルだったない
いねレアだよ。
少ししんどいかな
ナイスゲーム。
その手何
あ、ごめんつい無意識で。
どういう意味なんだ
意味はよくわからない。
え
最初にやったのは兄貴なんだ。小学生の頃二人でヒーローごっこをやってた時、悪者をやっつけたぞって急に兄貴が僕にやってきてさ、意味わかんないけど楽しくて、それ以来僕らの間でやったぜって伝えるサインになった。で今でもすごく楽しいと無意識にやっちゃうんだ。でも最近は昔みたいに兄貴と遊べなくなっちゃって、またあの頃みたいに一緒に楽しめたらって思うんだけど、僕にはゲームしかないから。
それで好きになってほしいのか
アインクラッドは僕が求めてた場所なんだ。このリアルな世界ならきっと。
楽しんでもらえるといいなここいろんな鉱石があるんだなあれって
二人ともすぐそこ、あそこが終点だよ。
おう
Zoomies.
あれはあそこがゴールってだ
ゴールが見えてきたよ。
Yeah, we did it.
ここが終点だなよし探索終了
楽しかった。
ああ最高にな
I don't want any of the music from the anime.
よかった。
The anime music gets your stream attacked by Japan. I would like to see some like unique. I think we're getting close to the end of the demo.
どうだった
I don't know how many quests are left.
攻略完了だ
本当か
マッピング情報、得られるアイテム、敵のリストいっぱいあるよ。
せめていくつか情報を取れればくらいに思ってたけど、まさか3人で攻略しちまうとはな。
今回はカルに助けられたあの剣さばきを見たらアルゴもびっくりするぜでかいクマが2体もいたのに余裕だったからな
はあ、何がそこまでお前を強くさせるんだ？
単純に誰にも負けないくらいゲームが好きってことかな。
ほう。
俺も本気でやってきたつもりだったが甘いと思わされた
いや、そんなことないよ。最初は初心者だと思ったけど全然違った。 リアルな恐怖を感じるこの世界で強敵でも恐れず戦いを楽しむんだから。いおりはその見た目と一緒で強い心を持ってるんだね。
まあリアルで化け物に襲われたら逃げるだろうけどな。
よかったらフレンド登録してもらえないかな。
Playing after the demo? Probably go to the pool. Probably go to the pool. Either go to the pool or take a
だ
nap.
からまた一緒に遊びたいなって。
あんたにそう言っ
It's
て
a
もらえ
shower
る
time. Naps are good.
ぜひフレンドになってくれ。
ありがとう。いつでも呼んでよ。
ベータテストを終了しました。
Oh, for future streams?
ありがとうございます。正式サービスの開始時は公式発表をお待ちく
でも
ださい。
すぐに正式サービスが始まるよ。
Launch day's just around the corner.
そうだよな。正式版の方がいろいろパワーアップすんのかな。プレイヤーもたくさん増えるし、これ以上すごくなったら、ああ、想像するだけで高まる。
Ultimate is 110?
きっとその想像を超えてくれるよ。
What does the Ultimate Edition have?
攻略情報まとめとかないとな。
みんな、正式サービス始まったらまた会おうな。
お前らには期待してるよ。
兄貴も連れてくるね。
ああ、みんなで楽しもうぜ。
あ
Ultimate lets you switch what's that down? Let's see, I'm gonna pull it up.
また来るからな。アインクラッド。
Alright, the deluxe edition gets you a starter pack, so bunch of consumable bullshit. It gets you the expansion DLC, and it gets you early unlock for death game mode. Ultimate edition gets you the same shit, but also the Echoes of Aincrad Unanswered / Butterfly bonus contents app. An armor pack of flutter boots and flutter robes. And then there's something called the Aincrad edition, which gets you patches, a sticker sheet, a wall scroll, and a beanie. Okay. Save data can be guaranteed and cannot be changed to death game mode. You've reached the end of the demo. Thank you for playing. The adventure continues in the full game. You can replay the beta test versions of quests from Iori's requests. The Undertaken. I kind of want to unlock some of the dagger skills, see if it gets better. Bro, I'm telling you, permadeath in this game is not going to be a good idea. You're going to have a bad time. You're going to get paralyzed. I'm calling it. I would bet that a ton of people that try and play this shit with permadeath are gonna get paralyzed and die. And then they're gonna be salty as fuck. Be like, it's gonna happen. You're gonna hear that. That's bullshit. I was paralyzed and I got 2-shot. Fuck this game. This is trash. Guarantee it's gonna happen. Proficiency increases prolonged use. Some proficiency level increases earned by defeating enemies. Certain threshold. So I just gotta kill a bunch of shit. Get proficiency. I feel like I should get more for bosses.
あんたは何でも金だな。
ここはリアルのネットが見れないんだ。情報は命そのものと。
そりゃわかるけど、1万は高い。
でもあの笛はやめときな。ひどい目に遭うよ。オイラみたいにな。
勝った。終わったな。
I just want to get another dagger skill. I think I'm pretty close. Yeah, I'm like 200 off.
ここからが巨石の森だな。噂のモンスターは素早いけど硬くはない。
But
何度か
stop rolling.
当てさえすれば倒せる。けどこの森には高レベルのモンスターも存在するらしい。慎重に進むんだ。
Get 5 proficiency for hitting something. You also get around 5 for everything NPC skill. You get much more from a boss kill. Alright, so I'm just gonna rush the boss down. Does it matter? Like, should I be focusing like light attacks? Let me see. So I'm at 1057. Let me see what I'm seeing here. 1057. What do I got now? 1063. That was roughly 6. And now 1069. How much did that get me? Still 1069. So I think what I'd want to do, honestly, is just spam light attacks. Because they have the multi-hit, I'm not getting anything for that. Like, ascend the... Ron down. Alright, happening. Ron wants to do VR Phasmo.
あれなんだ。
モンスターの縄張りを示すマーキングだな。新しいさっきなるほどな。痕跡を調べて現れる国と。
I got proficiency. Rapid bite. Let's see. Throw a sword strike knife at foes. Quickly appear behind the boss and launch a chef-severing attack.
噂通り厄介な敵だな。注意点として記載だ。
今度こそ倒して取り返す。行くぞ。
Yeah, I can probably get this up a little bit. Maybe combine it with like a bonus damage from behind the target.
なあ、 アルゴってずっとメモ取ってないか。確かに情報は大事だけど、ウィンドウを開きっぱなしで。
おい、無駄話してていいのか？全財産がなくなるぞ。
まずい、早く追いつこう。
Like how he's like, I gotta get my shit back. Like we're not playing the beta and gonna lose all of it.
うん、また同じギミックだな。お次はどう？この感じだとこの後も。
今度こそ逃がさないぞ。いいバトルだったな。
Oh, we can't go past weapon proficiency 3. That's
やっ
whack.
ぱりな。HP
We're locked at 3. Man, that's some bullshit.
モンスターの姿も貴重だな。にしし。
あんた嬉しそうだな。こっちは大変なんだ。情報を持ってるなら協力してくれ。
I was gonna crank this shit out.
アドバイスはちゃんとしてるだろ。
Go into launch, ultimate skill.
ずっとメモってばっかり。
Shadow of 1,000 deaths.
そもそも何が目的だ。
どういうこと？
I hope we get cool shit like that, man. I'm gonna be so bummed if we don't get cool shit like that.
ソロみたいだから仲間のためでもないだろう。
知りたきゃ一
I don't like it.
また金か
After
よ。
50 perfect dodges,
早くモンスターを探しな。逃げられた
your
ら
dagger gains a permanent 100% damage bonus when behind enemies.
パターンは変わらないようだな。
3度目の正直。倒す。
頑張れよ
はい。
The other thing is, like, look how fast I can, like, a dagger, I can attack and then immediately dodge out. Like, I could not, I didn't have reactions that fast with the two-handers at all. You just couldn't do it.
そうね。
Honestly, like, even though I was disappointed that it's one dagger and not two, dagger might just be the best weapon in
本当だ
this.
よ。おいら嘘はつかない。
とにかく追うしかないか。
Like, the reactionary play alone on dagger, I think, is going to elevate it above other weapon choices. Because you just, it's, I mean, that's crazy. It attacks and evades so much fucking faster than everything else. I'm just thinking if we were to, like, you know, stack attack on this bitch too. Just flat 100 attack, then a percentage-based attack, and then more normal attack. Just, it'll turn dagger into a fucking beast of a weapon.
あそこ、セーフティーエリアだ。ちょっと寄ってくか？
こっちかな。
You know, now that I think about it, there is one
これ
protagonist
なら余裕だな。
that uses a single dagger. Fucking guy from Danmachi. But he's also using magic with his offhand a lot. So it kind of works out. Like, I want to do something with my other hand. Let me queue up a fucking anything, dude. Feels so weird just having a hand that's just empty.
れで片付いたな。
No, I mean, I've already dumped my stats in for dagger. Every time I was doing a different weapon, I was respecking my stats.
イノシシがいるな。はっ、くそ、集中力が。終わったな。
I mean, Sun Jin Woo isn't just a one dagger character though. He gets one dagger early, and then he has a second dagger. He also has a shadow army. He's also adept with just straight up fighting with his fists. It's really hard to compare Sun Jin Woo to a typical protagonist because he literally scales to like outer versal by the end of the series. Like he's basically a fucking god.
そいつに持ってかれる。
そんな。
強いやつがそうだ。回復しておいた方がいいかもな。
近いぞ。この先だ。終わったな。
Recommend Lords of the Fallen. I mean, if you can get it on sale, it's a solid game.
気合い入れなきゃな。 一緒に行くぞ。ここでやらなきゃな。攻めるぞ。
いいの落としたな。
Flushed clear. I don't think we get pets.
よし。
はあ、お。
Trying to kill this dragon for 4 sessions on Monster Hunter? What dragon? Can't think of anything that took that long to kill.
お、地上の人かい。今日はどうする？
Normal attack 12, extra attack 11, stamina 30. I might take stamina 30 over SP 30. Well, let's do that. I can drop status resist. Just don't get hit, duh. 20% coal. Oh wait, can I? Oh, I can't. I'm glad they're helping you, Baru. Alright, well, I think we are at a good spot. Yeah, I know I like just swapped to dagger at the end, but honestly, I'll probably end up playing dagger at launch. Just because the dodge is fucking busted. The mobility. The reaction is huge too. Like, because the delay between like attacking and getting out of parry, it's way longer than I would like. Whereas the dagger, I'm like hit dodge, hit dodge, hit dodge. And that's going to be busted. So we'll wrap this one up here. I'm going to go chill for the rest of the night. Probably maybe record some more Tainted Grail. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all probably tomorrow because it's not a gym day. We'll fire up something. Adios.